What do you think of our shades today, Eric?
They're same.
That's a super excited intro.
Double shades.
Double your pleasure, double your shades.
Today.
What makes people all over America break down and cry like this? Call 1-900-9099-CRY and hear it for yourself. $2 for the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute.
1-900 numbers. You remember those?
I do, honey. Go sit down.
Okay, Dad. The 1-900 numbers. I remember those being all over. I remember, because you got like, I don't know if it was like seconds free or
yeah,
if
you
it
got
was
the
just
introduction.
yeah.
You got the introduction.
So,
but what did you dial, Eric? Be honest.
Man, whatever fit in after 1-900, it had to have 7 letters. Mm-hmm. That's it.
B-I-G, and you could put
T-I-T-S,
or
D-I-C-K,
or B-U-T-T.
Yeah.
You know?
So, and you just shit. You get creative with it, and it was a number. It would pick up and say, "Thanks for calling 1-900,"
and they would say something dirty.
Yeah.
For like a 14-year-old boy, which we were in the 90s when these were out, that was enough. But
I used to just spell all kinds of stuff, like not even sex related.
Yeah,
just try to do all kinds of stuff, but mostly it was sex related.
Yeah, mostly.
I mean,
every once in a while, it was like 1-800-BIG-CATS, just to see what. And there was like, "Hi, welcome to the Tiger line." But that's closer to what we're going to look at today, because like we're not going to be looking at sex ones. We're just going to look at 5. Sort of off the wall versions of these, because these 1-900 numbers, there was mostly, again, sex stuff.
Remember the good old days when you used to call me and we could talk about anything? I mean anything.
But then the 1-900 numbers, like second runner-up, would be usually like fan clubs.
Call 1-900-909-3300 and hear it straight from Corey.
From what I've been told, the feedback I've gotten is you're a great kisser, you're a good kisser, you kiss good.
So that'll be volume 2 most likely.
Yeah.
What's my hair doing? What's the modern version of a 1-900 number? Because 1-800 numbers are free. In case you haven't figured this out, 1-900 numbers per minute.
Wouldn't that not be like fans only?
OnlyFans.
The internet does it.
But
all.
OnlyFans, I guess you're right. That's the closest. So this is the 1992 version of OnlyFans.
Yep.
Except there's no sex.
Feet finder. Yeah, you couldn't even see. You couldn't see
sex,
it.
Yeah, you could.
You could only hear it.
But again, as a 14-year-old boy, I didn't need much more. Sometimes I would just walk into the grocery store, and then like I'd see, I'd go into the produce section and just like all these spherical shapes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it goes in your catalog.
Yeah.
For your spank bank.
So I
Is
look
that
at
what they call it, the
later on,
spank
like,
bank?
okay, the 2 watermelons sitting real close to each other, in my brain I'm just like, that'll do.
With the one nipple this way, the other one pointing out that way. Looking.
I like when they're like cross-eyed. That's my thing. But you know what I did want to say, Eric? I feel like we didn't make clear where most of these phone calls. We weren't calling from like our bedrooms.
Oh hell no! I don't remember having like a good working house phone that much at home.
I know where I made this phone call was at the bus stops. When you knew you had like a 30-minute wait, I'm like, well, let me just dial random numbers into the phone.
Yeah.
1-900-BIG, 1-800-BIG, 1-900-BIG.
Big fuck.
There was that for sure, which doesn't even really make sense.
No.
What's a big fuck? Oh, I don't know.
I normally was at like a stop and go or something. I think just being like having nothing fucking to do, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then having a sticky ass payphone up to your ear.
How many other people did that there, Eric?
Man, well there was 2 phones, so it was kind of distributed
and then it was just
evenly.
You and I doing it. What did you dial? 100 tits? Okay, I'm gonna do boobs.
Boobs, yeah.
Then,
what did you get here? Let's switch.
And it's the same. Yay.
It was always at the payphones, of course.
Yeah.
Because, either we didn't have a house phone or had I accidentally charged something to
God,
the thing.
Can you imagine?
Man.
Because back in the day, you got a paper bill.
Yeah.
That was like,
there's no hiding.
Explicitly every number.
Yep. And yeah, the number and oh, big dicks.
Yeah,
1-900 didn't even have the number. It was
you
like
just-
big dicks.
You blame it on your mom immediately. You know what, Dad? I did see Mom over here, and she was like,
She was on the phone for a long time, not saying much at
remember
all.
that time when I walked in the room and you guys said you're just wrestling? She was making a lot of the same sounds. All right, well, should we look at it? Let's look at our first
Yeah,
one.
let's look at it.
All right.
So I didn't realize that there was. I mean, yeah, I remember as a kid all the sex ones, but I didn't realize how much there was of other stuff like the music and whatever, like what we're gonna get into here now.
I wish these were these are just nonsense.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see. What do we got?
I need to find a club that'll take me just as I am. It's the Party Tracker at 1-900. This be it.
1-900. This be it. And this is like a local LA
Yeah,
commercial,
this is in
right?
LA. Yeah.
Do you remember anything like this here in San Antonio? Did we have like a
What
party?
would they have done in
They were
1991
like
San Antonio?
Image, you know? Go to Image Saturday.
Check out the Alamo. Go get a wax figure at the zoo.
we have a river walk.
They've got over 500 LA clubs listed, and they update daily. You choose the type of crowd you want to hang with. Are you a tourist? Mine! Found that underground club. A thrasher? No. A boomer? Upscale. No cover.
I feel like every one of these that you showed up to was just an orgy.
Yeah,
it was just like
maybe.
a nasty orgy too, boy.
Probably. But I wonder if this guy is like a local legend there in LA. You know what I mean? Like,
I hope so.
He's like we did Yuck Nicks.
Oh, yeah,
He's
he's-
like a San Antonio's Yuck.
Yeah, people are like, you need some cocaine? Talk to DC, boy.
Yeah.
He knows where the party is.
The party is 1-900. This be it.
I guess because they're like, oh, it's a party. And maybe it was just like the vernacular of the time, in the parlance of the time.
No,
as they say.
it for sure was.
You know, because I think even like the Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
and all that
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
were saying that, because clearly this is from that. This is from the '90s.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, the guy looks like he was in Color Me Bad. See, look, 90s man right there. See with the
glasses
and
yeah.
the turtleneck with the black jacket. And
I do like
I
the
wanna sex you up. Damn, that was
That's
good.
good.
Man.
We
Yeah,
should do that. He looks like the dude from American Psycho.
Or that,
this
yeah,
skin
same. American Psycho, Color Me Bad.
Yeah,
same.
It's the same thing.
Same.
And then there's the fact that phone. I don't know if you
Oh
noticed
yeah.
They don't make one. It's a landline. It's glowing blue.
Neon. That was like
Yeah, neon.
that was like huge
If you
on the
could have
phones.
a
I
neon
remember.
anything in
Yeah.
like 1991,
Like Swatch when they had the Swatch
Oh,
watches. Those
swatches,
were all
dude, those were
neon
great.
dish.
I like those. Were fucking cool.
Yeah. I didn't really carry it away.
1-900. This be it. They've got over 500 LA clubs listed, and they update daily.
Also, he's got a phone book. That's very
And a
very-
laptop. Was that a laptop?
I'm gonna say it was not a laptop. If anything, it was a word processor for some reason. That was around in the 90s.
It was a folding abacus. I think it was a laptop, Nathan. It looked like one of them big ass laptop. It had updates. It said updates on it.
Maybe this is from 2000. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
No,
Well,
this
no,
is
was
from
there
the
laptops
90s.
then? There was laptops.
I don't know, Eric. You just talked about how we didn't even have a phone that worked. We definitely didn't have laptops.
Yeah, nee.
And Party Tracker reviews every club. They'll tell you if it sucks. The right info in the right club right now.
$1.50 a minute, Eric,
To find out where the party's at.
to find out where the party is. And
They
what
were
happened-
just making shit up, I bet. Like throwing shit out. There's a polka party over here, you know, and they give you all the shit dances, right? The polka parties and the whatever before they got to
Honestly, I would go
anything
to the
good.
I go to a polka
I
party
think
in
I'd go to a
second.
polka party too.
sound- But
I'd probably never get down the list, right?
No,
Like I need to
probably
save
not.
money, man. So polka party it is. I ain't spending another minute on this phone call. So I mean, that was a clever thing to do there.
Yeah,
For,
I guess so. I mean, it's definitely you're finding a niche or a niche.
a niche.
However you want to, you know what I mean?
You know, I was just talking about that. How you say that? Niche.
I think
Niche.
I go with niche. Or,
Niche, right? Niche. Is it like French?
Let's say it is French.
Okay,
'cause it
then
sounds-
it's niche.
'cause That way now we know French. All right, you want to do another one?
What makes people all over America break down and cry like this? Call 1-900-9099-CRY.
I don't want to laugh, but every time we watch it, I giggle a little.
And they got this kid, right? Fucking
Yeah,
young
you're right.
young Axl Rose.
But okay, here's what they don't say, and why I'm confused. Okay, I'm confused about this for a lot of reasons. Who on earth is calling this?
Yeah.
Who just needs a good cry, I guess. But what What's on the other end?
Yeah.
They're just showing us people picking the phone.
Is there somebody else crying with them on the other side?
There's just some guy reading the magazine.
Yeah.
But what's coming out?
It's like it's like a mirror for your ear. You heard yourself.
You're just hearing yourself
cry.
cry. You can do that I do it every morning in the bathroom for 20 minutes before I start my day.
I don't get it. And if you look at the last lady on there too, she's crying and she actually takes the phone away. Like, it's 45 cents a minute. Dude, you better put that phone to your ear.
It's piling up. You can't afford to not listen.
What did it say? $2 for the first minute and then 45 cents, something like that. Additional minute. That's a lot of fucking money. Especially if you're going to cry, like a good cry.
Is it like a sad story? Is it maybe somebody...
I have no clue.
What?
Yeah,
they don't explain.
You know what?
Are you going to look it up?
I'm calling this number.
You going to call it?
Yeah.
Oh, God, if it
I
exists
know it
still.
don't exist, but
maybe
where's
it
my
does.
phone? Let's see what we got.
The call you are attempting to place is not allowed from this line.
Oh.
Please dial 611 for customer service.
It's not allowed, so it exists. Or is it just a 1-900 number? Like they're like put a block unless you unblock it, so your kids don't like us don't fucking because there's no payphones anymore.
Well, I'm kind of glad that didn't go through because I was kind of unprepared for what might have been. Because what's there again? What?
I couldn't see. I mean, if you're crying on the phone, maybe it's just somebody. Okay, now. Oh.
But see, now they're keeping you from crying. That sounds like
true.
That phone number looks like it's for people who need to get out a good cry.
Right. You bitch, you should be crying. Think about what you did today. Your ass should be crying. You ain't crying hard enough. Like that?
I hope that's what was coming out of there. I feel like it really is just stuff like, and my grandma used to make the best pumpkin pie. She's not with us no more. But she left me the recipe. And it's like these stories about how
it's never been the same.
Yeah, and it's
I sprinkle a little bit of her ashes in every pie I make.
I think the most logical thing is it's got to be somebody just crying on the other side with you, right? Who at the end of the day has a tremendous headache, I would imagine.
I don't know if I would have dialed 9099 cry.
No. We cried all the time. I mean, we were constantly crying, right? But we just went outside. They were like, go outside, get out.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for a cry when I was looking for, like, you know.
Again, 1-800-BIG cock. Yeah. That's far more interesting.
So if you ever called this number, I'm curious to know. Or if you just know what was on the other shit, make it up.
Yeah, just
drop it in the comments.
Just make up some bullshit. That's what we do the entire time. All right, Eric. Well, you implied that there's just someone insulting you on the other end.
Mm-hmm.
But if you needed that, there was also a channel for or a phone number for that. If you just needed somebody to call you a dirtbag, for 25 minutes or however much you could afford. That's our next one. Let's look at that.
That's a good lead-in. Is that what they call lead-ins? What do you call it in the professional business?
A segue.
Segues.
Ooh.
That was a good segue, Nate.
Thanks.
It's new. It's outrageous. It's style and insult, and I'm Sultan. Ever been insulted? Sure you have. No, you haven't. Call 1-900-2-INSULT. Having one of those days? I'll make it worse.
Did he say he's an insultant?
I think he said my name is Sultan.
I'm your insultant today.
Yeah.
Can I ask a couple questions about you? I wonder if that's how it was, right? Like, how much do you weigh and how tall are you? So they knew the fat jokes would work or not.
Yeah, because for me, I'd be like, well, I'm a short, fat boy. And they would go, all right, shorty and fat. Well, they wouldn't call me fat ass because there's no foul language allowed.
Oh, yeah.
Style and insult. $2 first minute, $1 each additional minute. No tolls charged. No obscene language.
How good are these insults if you can't call someone a chubby asshole?
What I'm saying. Like
Not very good.
And then this is like, you know what I want to do? I want to cross between album work of The Cramps. Fucking, what's that?
Max Headroom.
Yes, Max Headroom. And then like mash them together, and that's what I want.
That's what
but the guys
he actually looks like the guy from this, like there's a band called the Screamers, and he looks like that.
Well, that's outrageous.
It's outrageous.
Dial an insult. So I wondered, this is probably like a better one for, if you want a good cry.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, just quick questionnaire, and then I will insult the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And you go ahead and let out a good cry.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they don't care what you do as long as because again, $2.
We're gonna get to the insults in just a minute. We just need to get a couple more
info. Tell me a little bit about like what kind of foods do you eat? Anything weird? I'll throw that in your face. So they got you on the line. You make the call for 4, and they keep you on for another 6 minutes. You got $10 doing what? Calling me a fatso?
Yeah. Are your nipples inverted, or do they poke out? Do you have a outie belly button, or is it any?
It's a huge innie.
What's your skin tone?
Oh, man.
Call 1-900-2-INSULT. Can't take any more? Think again. Your friends won't tell you what they really think of you, but I will. Kids get parents' permission. Laugh or cry. It's an experience.
Now, again, I'm just as curious about this. Like, who would want to, if you pose it as a joke, like, hear a good joke, maybe then it's worth calling to hear. But this is, and they're calling it an insult. So you're just calling for them to demean you. This is like those restaurants like Dick's Last Resort or whatever those stupid things are.
I don't know how people go to that shit, man.
It's all these people. It's the same people.
Yeah.
They're all sitting in there like, remember when we used to call dial an insult all the time? And then they're like, what kind of enchiladas do you want, dickhead?
I've never been, but I don't feel like I'd enjoy it.
I went, and I didn't understand the concept. I was
Were they really like did it piss you off?
I was confused because the first thing they said is like, what can I get you to start? Drink, some chips, a life. Did you just say a life? I was having a particularly bad day too, but let me get your manager. I will turn into Karen real quick just because I didn't understand the concept. That was my fault.
Wait, you asked for the manager?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I was going to say, man, that would have been embarrassing.
That's never
like,
me, I know.
Motherfucker, you came to Dick's, man. It's in our name.
Oh, yeah.
So this, I feel like there's not somebody on the other end, right?
Yeah,
it's all pre-recorded shit, stuff, right? So you get a pre-recorded insults that really aren't going to touch home because he doesn't know shit about you. Yeah, so it's
what if he's calling you tall freak, but you're super short? Then you're just like,
see,
I am tall.
Or, like, to me, it was like, hey, if you need some insults for your arsenal, you know, when you go to school, you got...
For snaps, when you do snaps. Yeah, you're right.
Insult arsenal. That's too big to put in numbers.
Yeah, that's too long. 1-800
Insult arsenal.
Mom, how do you spell arsenal?
There's a bully.
Eric, what if, when the insult phone line rings, it also calls the I need a good cry line.
Holy shit.
And they just take the phone and they did the ear and they're like, you stupid asshole. And then the other person's just crying.
Nathan, you broke the code. That's what they're doing. That's genius, Nathan.
Conspiracy
That's
stuff
genius,
God
Nathan.
Dang it, dude. I got to write a paper on this.
That's some good stuff.
Shit. What do we do next, Eric?
I won $5,000.
Now you can win $5,000 playing Spell It, the new telephone spelling bee.
Call this number on a touch-tone phone. Listen and spell 21 words correctly in 2 minutes or less, and you win $200 instantly.
That guy looked like Tommy Lee Jones.
He does look like a Tommy Lee, like a young Tommy Lee.
And she looks like Vanna White.
I don't know about all of that.
I don't know. I got these shades on. I can't see.
She looks like...
She looks like one of your old girlfriends, Eric. I just don't know which one. Man, look at those hairdos. Classic 90s hairdos, man. That little wall in the front.
Uh-huh. That was at work, right?
Yeah.
And then when she went out...
Boom. That thing shot up several feet.
Several.
It's easy and fun to play. Spell the word cash.
C-A-S-H.
That's right.
I won $200.
Grand prize $5,000. Call 1-900-SPELL-IT.
1-900-SPLELTI. I can never get through to this number.
It seems sort of like a poke at people that, can't spell very well.
It's not recording your answer, and it's not like AI now, right, where you can put in your card number, but just by talking to the phone, right, and it puts it in. Back then there wasn't, so you had to actually dial right. She's
for all these
C-A-S-H.
Things. Yeah.
But C-A-S-H also spells carg.
Carg?
See? It spells carg too.
Carg.
So they're like, spell cash. And I was like, C-A-R-G. And I'm still right.
You are still right, technically.
See?
Because you could spell it wrong and still be rewarded for it.
$5,000.
Grand prize $5,000.
How many do I have to get right in a row to get that money? Like, what's the rules here, right?
Because it made it seem like you just pick it up and spell cash.
I won $5,000.
And then you get, why would anyone be working? is it's suspicious.
Yeah, it's a little bit, and it's $1.99 per minute. An average call is 5 minutes. That's kind of cool that they'll tell you the average call, right? Like at least you know.
At least you know what to
all right,
expect.
I'm
on your
gonna
bill,
at least be spending
they
15,
gave you
20
that.
bucks. Nice, okay.
Look at all that legal jargon. They're like, none of this is real. Please don't call.
14 can. Spell it. Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh.
1991, 92.
Hey, if you lived in Kansas City, Missouri, and you call this thing, please tell us about it.
Yeah, did you win $5,000 for spelling cash?
Now, this is one that I believe could have actually was a big hit, and they had to keep paying out $5,000 for being able to spell the word cash, and they went bankrupt in like 3-4 days. That would be my guess.
You know what? 1-900.
Yeah, this is the number you want to work, Eric. Call that one.
1-900. Oh, I'm not
The
allowed.
call you are attempting to place is not
I don't think you're
allowed
going to be
from
allowed
this line.
to call.
I
You know
don't,
what?
1-900 number.
Well, any 1-900 number.
You want to do 1-800?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try 1-800 spell it.
1-800 SPE.
Thank you for calling. Spell it, add it up, and $1 million words.
$1 million. Inflation.
And your call will be returned as soon as possible.
Wait, what?
Please wait for the beep.
Hey, you gotta...
This is how they get you. There's no beep. Oh. I guess I'll get a call back, but it seems like 1-800 spell it. Is it?
It's still there.
But it's $1 million. 5,000. They went inflation.
What happens if you call 1-800 Big Dick?
Hi, guys. Thanks for calling the nation's #1 live amateur chat line since 2001. Sit back, relax, and get ready to talk to hot, horny college students, housewives, moms, and girls next door who call all day and night.
I don't want to talk to my mom.
That was an invalid selection.
Butt stuff.
I'm sorry, I did not understand your response. Please try again.
Mouth stuff.
Well, that was kind of fun.
Something.
I guess.
I could see why we did that, because she said nothing sexually explicit except for the horny part.
Yeah.
But other than that, like that, as a 14-year-old,
that's... Well, I mean, nowadays, as a 14-year-old, that's
you're so spoiled. You just look up whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right. So, from that boring-ass spelling shit. Hey, kids, you want to spell stuff? No, they want to play video games.
No one want to spell shit. I'm calling Power Phone.
You gotta go!
Hey kids, power up your score on Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers 2. Call the Power Phone for Nintendo players.
Spoiled kid. That kid he's got the big pad.
Oh yeah. No, only the rich kids had that. But you see the difference, losing, and they got right nowadays, man. That big controller they had would have been broke.
Yeah, they break it, but then they film it and then people watch it, so it's fine.
Yeah, they can afford another one.
That's what we're actually doing this for.
Don't let Zelda down. Call the Power Phone. Dial 1-900-909-3500. Power up your game. Get the secret clues and tips on Punch-Out, Contra, Gauntlet, Kung Fu, Donkey Kong, Double Dragon, and more. Call now, 1-900-909-3500. Just $2 for the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. Ask Mom or Dad first.
This is useful.
Yeah, I would feel like this is very, like, I would see if we had a home phone, I would call, because I'd be like, because you know how many times I've seen Richard and Jason play that fucking game and die?
Yeah.
And like, come on, man, you need a tip or something.
But back in the day, Eric, you used to get, when you'd go buy a game or rent a game, in the 90s there, came with a booklet. And
it told you what the left button or right did, left
told you
did,
everything.
Up, down, left, right.
Yeah, you were lost without it. There was no internet to look it up. And then you rent your shit, go home, and you open that up, and you're like, dude, is there a booklet in there? Say there's a booklet in there, and then there's no booklet in there.
Yeah.
And then you're just walking around in circles for ever and ever, playing some game you don't even really want to play, but you keep playing it because you're like, how's it end? But you don't know because you don't got a booklet.
Pitfall? That motherfucking game didn't end.
No.
I played that for hours, like trying to beat it. There's no end. It just
ending.
kept going in circles and circles. That was it. Like, there was no end to it. You play forever. There was no. It was not gratifying. Is that how you say it?
That's how I'd say it. I don't know some of the games I'm seeing on the screen, Eric. Well, that's Mario Brothers,
Mario
obviously.
Brothers, and then Punch Out.
Now these
right?
games,
Contra,
Kung Fu. These are great games. These are games like
Double
that I know.
Dragon. Yeah, Contra. What was that other one?
Gauntlet.
Yeah, it is Gauntlet. It is Gauntlet. I remember Gauntlet. I remember the name. I like that picture.
That's
a
great cover, honestly. That's, I mean, I didn't play games. I liked watching games, but I like horror stuff, so I'd probably play it just because it looks like spooky, dude.
It was like Lord of the Rings.
Sure.
Right? They had the big dude with the axe, and then...
I think that's Golden Axe.
That was Golden Axe. What was the one where you got on the birds?
Joust.
Not Gauntlet.
Now talk about a dumb game.
I used to love that game. I loved that game.
Talk about an awesome game.
That was
it was a strange time. There was birds carrying lancers. Is that what you call those people?
Yeah,
I feel like that's wrong, but either way, that's a strange medieval take on it.
Yeah.
Ostrich.
Ostrich.
An ostrich.
And then it was like kind of spacey too, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you lay eggs or something?
You laid eggs, yeah. Man, what a weird fucking game, dude. Joust.
Well, like Q*bert.
Q*bert was weird game. But it was purposely weird.
That's true.
Joust had big... Do you think in the history of all animals that ostriches were like... I'm pretty sure we're going to be a video game one day. I feel like of all the animals... I mean, the frog had a chance, and of course you got the Frogger and all that.
Yeah.
Even the centipede got its own game. An ostrich game. Come on, man. What? Even the ostriches couldn't do it. They were like,
what? If we're doing what?
Yeah,
we're kind of cool, huh?
And then you just see like a koala just looking from the other side, like, you mother... How many koala video games are there? I'm sure there's a koala video game.
Oh, yeah.
It's right there. It's this one right here. Koala Man.
Well, there's a lot of... Oh, actually, you remember that one game? Noah's Ark game? And you had to collect all the animals? So they had giraffes, they had... I don't know if they had ostriches though.
That's propaganda, dude. You were just playing propaganda games.
Yeah, now I was being propagandized. Kung Fu. What was Kung Fu?
Kung Fu was where they were walking on the levels and you were just like...
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember.
And then this really big dude would come out and... I don't know if that's a song. I'm saying... But it sounds... What's this llama game? What the fuck is the llama game? Is that a llama?
That's Zelda.
Oh, that's Zelda?
Remember the doors?
Well, that tells you how many video games I actually did play as a kid.
Well, it is pixelated, like really pixelated. And then the video...
I feel like you're trying to help me out here, Rick. I feel like if Pac-Man came on, I'm like, now what is this game? But I didn't know Zelda. I don't know.
Well, and you know what? You can get a lot of hate for that one.
I'm going to edit that out.
Do you think the first person that figured out up, down, left, right, select, start, found it by going to 1-900-903-3500?
If so, again, this is the one really useful.
This is one that I would probably call.
This one and to go jerk off. They're both very valuable things. This one's neck and neck with, as you can see, this is geared towards kids. It was all geared towards
all of them, even the sex ones.
Yeah, of course, especially those. We call those more than anything.
I remember I wanted Nintendo so bad, and that Christmas, I remember just like, as much as I could, like dropping hints. I want a Nintendo.
You got it. That's the way you got the shit, right?
Yeah.
Dropping the hints, dude.
Yeah, and then it showed up Christmas, and that was badass though. I remember even before plugging that bitch up, I just sat there and read the box and looked at the potential that I had, right? Because it had like all the other video games that you could get.
This is just one.
Yeah. This is just one, but look at all this that you could get. It's like eating cereal in the morning when you had the kid and you just. In front of the box, he just read the box because we didn't have...
Yeah, because you're like, what other flavors?
Yeah. Or whatever. They had like,
Oh, yeah.
Tongue twisters. Or,
or the maze.
Yeah. And then like the other stuff, like when you're sitting down pooping, like that's like, bottle of shampoo before cell phone days, bottle shampoo or...
That
I could tell you like what made KY jelly.
Yeah.
Ingredients.
So there's a lot of KY sitting on the sink at your...
I couldn't think of anything fast enough, and I just
There's so many other the deodorant,
toilet
paper,
you're right, Nate.
Conditioner, shampoo, toothpaste, just foot fungus powder, anything but straight to the KY.
KY jelly is ingredients. I knew the ingredients.
What is
I can make you some right now.
That's our next video, how to make KY
KY
from
jelly.
scratch.
Yeah, from scratch.
God dang it, look at that huge console TV in the back, Eric. Remember them? When TVs were, you needed a friend to move because of the TV?
Mm-hmm. I remember my dad came home with one, and I think he still has it, to be honest.
That totally makes sense that your dad would
But
have
it's just a stand now.
It's a piece of furniture now. It's not TV
he puts his
anymore.
TV on it. But I remember when he came home and it was, the screen was probably like 35 inches, right? Nothing extravagant, but
Dude,
back then, back then it was that was a good size, and it was a big console TV. And then to hook up a video game to that console.
Oh yeah, dude, that's.
I was like, man, there's like speakers on either side and like.
Remember the first time we plugged in a video game and we heard it talk?
Yeah.
Our minds were blown, dude. Our minds.
Because before that, it was just like text.
Yeah, it was like. But that was also like, dude, it's making sounds.
Yeah.
But we heard like a play or whatever. That wasn't that. It was. Start the game now or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was just like.
Yeah, a game changer. This is almost real.
I got because we came from like religious people. Like I thought the TV was full of demons. All right, well, I guess that's it. Yeah, we'll probably have another volume of this at some point because there's so many of these.
These
1-800 numbers.
There's a bunch I'd actually like to get to later on. So we'll keep those in the queue.
Yeah, and if you've ever called any of these,
please drop a comment, man. Again, if you called the cry number, I want to know what was on the other side.
What if you were calling some like nether realm and it was what you're actually hearing was some profound truth, and that's what they're hearing on the other side?
Man, we should have called.
We should have called 1-800-CRY. Should we try 1-800-CRY?
Yeah. Really curious. CRY. It already sounds old.
Welcome to America's hottest talk line. Guys, hot ladies are waiting to talk to you. Press 1 now. Ladies, to talk to interesting and exciting guys free. America's hottest talk line is for callers 18 and over. If you're under 18, you must hang up now. If you have a membership, please enter it now. Otherwise, press the pound key.
That how they're staying afloat now? Memberships?
I'm thinking.
We'd like to offer you a free trial so you can start having fun and meeting great local women right now. To get your free trial now, press 1. To get your free trial later, press the pound key.
You want to save this for when you're alone?
Main menu. To cruise real amateur women in your area who are live on the line now and looking to chat, press 1. To buy membership, if you have a membership, please enter it now. Otherwise, press the pound key. To get your free trial, press 1. To buy your membership now, press 2. For frequently asked questions, you have 5 minutes remaining. Your free trial will expire in 7 days. You need to record a greeting to introduce yourself to the other caller. The more specific you are, the more likely you'll get the responses you want. To protect your privacy, don't include any personal information like your last name or phone number.
They're taking it serious.
Don't mention anything illegal. You'll have a chance to review your greeting after you record it.
Okay.
And you can change it at any time after
Let's
that
do
to
it.
suit your mood or what you're looking for.
All right.
If you're ready to record your greeting now, press 1. To hear an example of a greeting, record after the tone. Hit any key when you're done.
Hey, I'm a Capricorn. I like long walks on the beach, fluffy dogs, and hairless cats. If you think this is a match for you, and you live in the San Antonio area, I'm your man. I'm definitely your man.
Dad, I'm hungry.
God damn it, son! How do I hear it back?
You live in the San Antonio area? I'm your man. I'm definitely your man. Dad, I'm hungry. God damn it, son!
We're gonna talk to somebody right now.
There are 42 women on the line. To the moderator.
Damn, this is all my 5 minutes right here.
From your membership. There are no callers. You have less than 5 minutes remaining in your free trial. Get the full VIP treatment by joining now. Your messages will always be delivered before guys using a free trial. To confidentially pay by credit, debit, or prepaid.
Okay, now I'm hanging up now.
Yeah,
all right,
get out of there.
That was the cry number.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm crying because
You're crying from your penis.
Yeah. That's what it is.
What's happening there?
There's a tear out my penis.
Wow. All right. Well.
Yeah, that was interesting. 1-800 numbers, and we'll get back to them because, like we said, this is not.
This is this.
It's this tip of the iceberg. You know what I'm saying?
This is. Oh, do we got to do an iceberg video?
Just a tip though. That way we don't have to get too much information.
You could do an iceberg of 1-900 numbers. I'm sure someone's done it out there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's much. You should probably just go watch that video. I don't. All right. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all later. Oh, shades. Oh, shit. Those broke, dude.